Gentlemen, welcome back. We're almost done with Goal 1 of Algebra 1, and isn't it exciting? So our last set of topics we have here is going to be solving percents and proportions. We want to get ourselves used to some stuff we learned back in pre-algebra, okay? So first things first, some really rudimentary basic, like you probably got this right on the initial knowledge check. If they give you a fraction set up like this, you need to remember you're doing cross multiply and divide. So that's going to be 13 times x equals, what is 17 times 4? 68. 68. And take note, I didn't paste it for all of them, but what you're doing is you're rounding to the nearest tenth, which means in advance you know that you're sometimes going to get a decimal. So divide by 13, divide by 13. What is 68 divided by 13? I don't know. Let's find out. 68 divided by 13 is... Woo, what a mess, but we know that we're rounding, so 5.2, 5.2, okay? Cross multiply again, so that's 11u equals 3 times 8, which is 24. So divide by 11, at least the division for that is easy to do in your head. That is going to be 2.4 repeating, so it will just be 2.4 as your answer, all right? Cross multiply. 5v equals 3 times 13 is 39. Divide by 5, divide by 5. V equals 7.8. At least that one divides evenly. And then, let's see here, multiply. So 11u equals 4t. Divide by 11, divide by 11. U equals 3. I don't know that one off the top of my head, so it's 40 divided by 11. 4t divided by 11. 6.6. Okay. Oh, yeah, it would be. Duh, Ms. Dubois. Okay, so that's our refresher. Now let's see if we can remember basic proportions. The good news, again, I've said this before, but word problems tend to be the love part of the love-hate relationship with the software. Because it's done by software, you can't just make up any words and string them together. They are set in a very specific way so that you always have some kind of setup handed to you on a silver platter. In this particular case, they give you the first proportion in your first sentence every single time. So it's 9 meters to 48 millimeters, okay? I like to begin when I'm first getting used to this, putting in my units of measure so that when I'm matching my second fraction, I know where it goes. So this next piece is 6 meters. Do I match it to the millimeters or do I match it to the meters? The key phrase is that you match it, so it's to your meters, and then there's your unknown. Now we can cross multiply. So 9x equals 6 times 48, 288, I think. Let me double check. 6 times 48. This, okay? Divide by 9, x equals what? Let's see here, 288 divided by 9. That's going to be 32. At least it divides evenly. Let's see here, then they do it again. So it is 104 pounds over 130 milligrams. And then what do they give us? This time they give us milligrams, so 278.75, which means this is our x. Cross multiply, so that leaves us with 130x equals, whatever that is. So 104 times 278 point, I think it's 75. 28,990. So 28,990. Divide by 130, divide by 130. So divided by 130 equals 223. So that was a decent warm-up. We're comfortable with our cross multiply. We know how to set up our fractions, and now let's set this up. I deliberately left some space to the side here because there's a couple of notes that I want you guys to have in your notebook. There is a difference of versus off, and it's literally the difference of one letter. If it's of, then you're completely set and fine. If it's off, there's going to be an extra step. But what they do is they tend to disguise your off because they don't want to make it that obvious for you. So they tend to give you other words like discount, or maybe they say 20% less or something like that. And that's where you know your extra step is going to be into play, because you're going to take your 100 and you're going to subtract the percent that they give you. So from here, it is 40% of. Okay, so it's just straight. It is original times percent equals sale. That's what we're looking for. So it is 0.40. Do they tell us the original price? Yes, they do. So 0.40 times 25 equals the sale price. So 0.40 times 25, I believe, is 10, and that's going to be our answer. Next up, it is regularly priced, so it's original times percent equals sale. So what do they tell you? They tell you it's $65 to start. What's my percent? They tell you off. So what's 100 minus, that's our extra step over here. So what's 100 minus 60? 0.4t. What is the regular price? So 0.40 times 60 is 13. No, it's going to be more than 14. Let's find out. 0.4 times 65. 26. Wow, I was way off. So x equals 26. So again, this topic is one that it's actually a good one to get one right and then one wrong and then one right and then one wrong, because you want to get used to this particular setup. You know the setup is the same every time. It's just a question of whether or not you have that one extra step. And now let's take it a little bit further. Let's see here, percent discount. So it was on sale for $5.48. This price is 27 less than. See, there it is, less. So it's going to be 100 minus 27, which is, of course, 73. That's going to be our percent. All right, it's on sale, so the sale price, so it's original times percent equals sale. And so original is what we don't know, but the sale price is $5.84. So we are dividing by 0.73, divide by 0.73. So what is 584 divided by 0.73? 800. One more, let's see here. So it's original times percent equals sale. So 198 is our sale. So that goes over here, 198.4t. This is 68% less than. So what is 100 minus 68? 32. So 0.32. Because again, less than, that's one of our key phrases we got to keep an eye out for. That means we have that extra step. So what is 198.4? 198.4 divided by 0.32. 620. So x is 620. All right, so far so good. So now we're getting used to how to have these particular notes and use them. And now I think there's only like one or two left. One left. This is the hardest one. The next one is easy. It's your reward. The setup for this one, you're going to have your original minus your sale. It's always going to be over your original. And then you're going to multiply it by 100. So let's see here. We're doing 345 and 370. So 370 minus 345 all over what's my original, what's my yesterday, 345. So that is 70 minus 45. So that's 0.35 divided by 345 times 100. So that is 0.35 divided by 3.45 equals times 100 equals, so 10.1%. 10.1%. Okay, so now let's simplify this. So we have 289 and 278, 285. 85 minus 78 is 7 cents. Which number is yesterday? yesterday is 2.85 times 100. Okay, so what is 0.07 divided by 2.70, or nope, 85 equals times 100 equals 2.5%. Because remember, your 5 is your decision maker. 5 makes me round, so the 4 becomes a 5. So it'll be 2.5%. There you go. Not so bad. And finally, easiest thing in the world, it's without a calculator, which means you know automatically how easy this is. This is only one operation. You're just doing multiplication. So 300 times the 0.05% times the 4 years. Okay, so 0.05 times, let's see here. What is 3 times 5 is 15 times 4, so that's going to be 60. I'm just doing this really fast in my head. Then we have 7,000 times 0.06 times 6 years. So 6 is 30. That's a little bit outside my comfort zone. So moving over, so 70 times 6 is, that's 420 times 6. What's 420 times 6? 2520. There we go. All right. And that's really all you're doing for your percents and proportions. As again, this, you learned a lot of this in pre-algebra. We're just slowly, we start off really simple and then work our way up and tick ourselves up in the difficulty curve. So hopefully that sets up everything you need. There's only one more video left. And then as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.